Step into the world of big dreams, big moves, and big money. It's the Big Cheese Miami Recruiting and NIL Report with Manny Navarro. After 40 years, the Big Cheese remains dedicated to serving the finest Italian dinners, pizza, pasta, subs, and salads. All of their pasta is imported from Italy and cooked fresh every day. Visit BigCheeseMiami.com. Now, let's find out who's the Big Cheese the Miami Hurricanes are working on with insider Manny Navarro.
All right. There he is. And, of course, if you want some delicious food, you got to visit my friends at the Big Cheese. They're at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue. We're going to be broadcasting there live October 8th. So join us. We'll have the great food out there. We'll have a bunch of giveaways. We'll be giving away a lot of Big O Show shirts and hats and stuff. So come on out and join us. You might win a prize or two. I know they're going to be giving away some gift certificates, Big Cheese gift certificates. Manny might even be there to enjoy a little food. Yeah.
That's correct.
So Manny, I hear that Bruce Sherman is in charge of the Fresno State NIL stuff, and that's why Matt Sluka is on the shorts there. So talk to me. What this Matt Sluka story? I reached out to you a couple days ago when this thing broke, and you guys had it on The Athletic, and talking about Sluka, how he, his team is 3-0. He's one of the main reasons why, and apparently there was an agreement with some, commitments, NIL commitments, and apparently Fresno State didn't live up to it, and he's like, "Well, guys, I'm out of here." And so talk to us about this situation, because, man, that's nice to see that here in Miami they pay.
Yeah, I think, this is just one of those situations in college football. We saw it a couple years ago with Jaden Rashada, right, where he thought he was due, I think it was $13 million from the University of Florida. Well, he ends up transferring out. This is the first time, though, we've ever seen this in the middle of the season, where a player literally just says, "Hey, these guys aren't paying me what they promised, and I'm going to take off and go." And so it's huge. And I think it's something that, if you were a college football fan for a long time and you're just used to tuning in on Saturday and, hey, yeah, there's a transfer portal out there, and I can't wait till my team upgrades. No, this is the new scary world of college football, Big O. This is you could have players that do this because there is no governance. There is no body that is watching over this. In the NFL, you have repercussions for this kind of stuff, right? Your contracts can be terminated. They'll take you to court. All of this is behind the scenes money promised between agents and private entities and corporations to get these players to come to their schools. And there's nobody really overseeing this. And, it's a messy situation. UNLV was having a great season. I think they were.
UNLV, I said Fresno. I'm sorry, UNLV.
Yeah, UNLV is on pace to make the playoffs this year as a G5 at large. There's one G5 that gets in every year now in this 12-team playoff, and they were in a good position with two big wins over Power 4 schools, and now their whole season is shot. And it's the sad state of college football, man. That this is the type of thing that's happening.
Oh, they face Fresno this week. That's why I said it. They face Fresno.
Yeah, they play Fresno. They host Fresno this week, who's actually a pretty good team.
Yeah, 3-1
as well. Yeah. So it's just sad, and I think ultimately here, if you're a Miami fan, I don't think you have anything necessary to worry about. Things are good here.
That's a question.
Yeah. But I was going to say, but I think if you're a fan of anybody else in college football, if you don't have a strong NIL, you could get screwed pretty badly.
Yeah, and that makes no sense, dude. That's the quarterback.
Yep.
You're going to screw the quarterback?
Yeah.
And then everybody else at UNLV is like, wow, we're really the casinos aren't the only thing that's gambling here.
Yeah.
We're gambling here. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? Like, UNLV's coming to recruit you. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to gamble with you guys. Yeah, I don't want to go there. I mean, this is catastrophic for them now.
Yep. Yeah. And there's other players that I'm sure are watching this situation. We're in that week right now. It's week 5 of the college football season coming up. And so I would not be surprised, though. This is just the way it works, where you reach your red shirt status. You can preserve your red shirt if you've played in the first 4 games. this week you kind of pull your name out of the hat and say, well, coaches, I'm not playing anymore. I'm planning to redshirt, enter the transfer portal at the end of the year. So it's going to happen everywhere across college football. I'm expecting it to happen in Miami. There's always somebody who's disgruntled, right, at the end of the roster who's not playing, who's going to say to them, I'm not burning a red shirt. I'm out of here, and so it's the way it is now. And for UNLV, though, it's devastating because you think about that coach. They had a good year last year. They had some momentum building and, a chance to, cash
You've
in.
ruined
Like I
your
said,
reputation. You've ruined
yeah,
your reputation. Your reputation is done.
done.
And for Matt Sluka, he has no NFL in his future, but
Right,
he does have a great resume that he
right.
has one more year where he can get money from somebody else, and somebody watching him play now in two different programs and how he made that quick switch.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to give him some real money next year. So
Yeah, and that's it. That's going to be the interesting part, right? Is where does he end up, right? What school does he sign with? Because that's what's going to happen. In November, we're going to find out this kid's going to some Big 12 or SEC school to go play, and all of a sudden he's going to make more than $100,000 to go there, and it's going to be his one big payday. But you can't blame a kid like that. You can't.
no, man,
It's
God bless
like
you.
you said, might be the only opportunity in his life to make that kind of money.
Hey, listen, maybe he graduates already, and where he goes, he can get a free master's or
Right.
whatever, and continue to build his college his resume in that sense. So when he is done, he's maximized everything: the money, the schooling. God bless you, dude. They're gonna all we've watched for decades is these people take advantage of these kids. It's good for the kids to be able to take advantage of this situation. And what UNLV did was just commit suicide. You know what I mean? So that's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's good. All right. So you've got Vatek. So the
Hmm.
ACC schedule starts, doggy.
Yep.
What do we have? Who's coming to watch the boys play? Because I would imagine quarterbacks are also saying, "Hey, wait a minute, that Cam Ward's looking pretty good over there. He's only going to be there for a year.
Yep.
What's next there?"
Well, I would say quarterbacks and wide receivers because they look at this receiver group and they say, man, Xavier Restrepo's gone after this year. Jacoby George is probably gone after this year. There's other guys that are, could certainly enter the draft. Isaiah Horton's in his third year. So if he continues to play like a stud, like he's done these first few weeks, he could potentially put his name in the NFL draft if he has a huge season this year. So there's definitely some opportunities to come in and so there's some receivers that are looking to jump into Miami's class right now, the 2025 class. There's only two commitments at the moment. Dalen Upshaw, a kid out of Alabama, and Malachi Toney, who was actually a 2026 kid who decided to reclassify. He's from down here at American Heritage High School. Kind of reminds me of Santana Moss a little bit. Moved up ahead to the 25 class. So those are their only 2025 commitments at the wide receiver position. So there's some other guys that are interested. Samari Reed, a kid who's Pompano Beach Monarch, committed to Ole Miss since July. He's somebody that could be visiting tomorrow night, going to the game to come hang out with the Canes. 6'2", 185-pound receiver, 4-star kid, big bodied guy. Like I said, 6'2", 185. Probably got more room to grow. Probably 6'3", 6'4", kind of like an Isaiah Horton type. I'm sure he's going to be interested to see the Canes in person. And then Josh Moore, who's been a Florida Gators commitment for a long time, 6'4", 205 pounds. West Broward High School right here close to my house. Super productive, talented kid. Reminds me of Andre Johnson, just the body type. Big physical guy, fast, a lot of ability. Another guy that I think Miami's looking to flip. And then the last one is Dallas Wilson, who's a 5-star committed to Oregon out of the Tampa Bay area. A guy that Miami's maintained conversations with. So I think when you think about flips and you think about, Miami potentially adding to their class, those are the three big wide receivers that I think they're in on.
I love it. I love it. All right. And of course, at the Big Cheese, you will love the fried jumbo shrimp, chicken fingers. They got some great appetizers, a fried calamari basket, Grandpa's buffalo mozzarella, served with
Mm-hmm.
tomato, red onions, basil, olive oil, and balsamic vinegar. The seafood saute, Doc's New England clam chowder. So it's, not just your regular incredible pasta like the lasagna, the manicotti, the baked ziti, and of course, all of the pasta is shipped from Italy. So you're getting quality food and family serving. So be prepared. All right. So some of these dishes are good for like 2 people. All right.
They are
They are. I mean, the
big
families.
portions.
Yeah. So yeah, huge portions that you'll be taking some home. I guarantee you, like my wife did the other day when we went. So go check it out. Recruiting news. Anything else on the front? Anybody else making any big money that we should know about?
Well, certainly all the guys that were part of this last class, they're earning their dime, man. I'll tell you what, the Jordan Lyle kid, the running back, you and I have talked about him quite a bit. The kid from St. Thomas Aquinas that Miami flipped from Ohio State, had that 91-yard touchdown run. It was the fastest run of anybody in week 4, over 21.7 miles an hour. And he's leading the Canes in rushing right now in terms of rushing yards. I know Miami paid top dollar to get Damian Martinez here from Oregon State, but Jordan Lyle, man, he is a special talent, and I think it's somebody that you got to watch moving forward as far as NFL prospects are concerned. He's one of the best ones to come out of South Florida in a long time.
That's good shit, man. All right, follow him on Twitter at Manny_Navarro, and of course, you better subscribe to The Athletic so you can get it first right there and find out about all the other stuff going on in the world of sports. Manny, as always, thank you, my brother. We will catch up on Friday night. Fresh off that Vatek victory, hopefully.
That's correct. We will. Hopefully, it's they cover the spread as well. Oh, that's important for certain people.
Right. Well, we got to go 5-0. So yes, we're 4-0 right now. And the call this week is the spread, not the over. The spread is this week.
Yes.
Yep. So we need to go 5-0 on the season, just like Mario will. All right.
Yep. They will.
All right, brother. Thank you. There you go. The great Manny Navarro and our BigCheeseMiami.com NIL and recruiting report.
You've been listening to the Big Cheese Miami Recruiting and NIL Report with Manny Navarro. At the Big Cheese Miami, they continue to purchase the same high-quality ingredients that the most expensive Italian restaurants use. The difference is they serve large portions at a family price. Visit the Big Cheese at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue in Miami. Call 305-662-6855 or go to thebigcheesemiami.com. Go Canes!